Yo, what's good? It's Ben, and today we're going to be back testing type shit, so let's get right into it. Um, I have not slept for it is 6:09 a.m. um on May 17th. I have not slept for 40 43 43 43 hours, bro. I have not slept for 43 hours, man. That is crazy. And people always, they tell me like, bro, just go to sleep. Bro, it's just not that simple for me. Some like I just can't, bro. I just can't. My body is tired 100%, but my mind is not tired, bro. And that's just how it is. First thing I'm noticing coming into the market open, we have these equal highs up here, relative equals. Damn, this is a lot of liquidity up here. All right, so let's just see what happens, bro. Man, look at all this trendline liquidity built up. I hope we get an entry for it. Man, that sucks. So kind of like what I was going on with last video. You guys probably know, or I don't know if you guys watched last video, but what I was wanting to put attention on is trendline liquidity and how low resistance it is. Because it's low resistance, I know that price is going to take it all at once. And why is that important? Well, it is important because, oh, nice SMT here. It is important because I want to take trades where I know price is going to move, not only move, but it's going to move quickly, right? I don't want it to be in a choppy trade. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of, it's just dumb. I want, wait, I think I remember this day. I might remember this day. No, I'm sure not. Maybe we'll see. But because all of this is so low resistance, essentially what the market is doing is it is stop hunting. So it is hunting retail traders stops because they like to put their stops on these little mini highs. Now, another term for this liquidity is low hanging fruit. People like to say that because it's all super low resistance. Price is going to take it all at once, very, very quickly. Damn, I really hope we get an entry. Hope we get an entry. We don't just pump the whole time. But that's how price has been recently. All right, should we take this 30-second? Uh, we don't have the full closure yet. Let's see. We get it. Okay, we got it, which was kind of expected, but let's see. I mean, the thing is, there's not really much to target. There's not much to target. I was kind of focused on these highs as my main targets, as well as these. I know we have this external high, which this should be all-time highs, I believe, yeah. So, oh no, we still have these. No, we don't. Oh, is the wick? I didn't see the wick. Wait, yeah, that's what I was thinking. All right, so should we take this 30-second? Now, this 30-second looks okay. But one thing I know is for sure, I'm definitely going break even at this high right here. I think it's a solid break even point. I think it gives us enough room. I'm gonna be a little risky and have a tighter stop on here. So I'm gonna set it right here. And then we'll target this external high. So let's just take it. Oh, we got stopped. Oh no. Damn, so we got stopped immediately. Not immediately. Yeah, basically immediately. So, all right, let's try this. One thing to point out is how much higher ES is than NQ today on this day. Look how much higher it is. It's already taken this high. ES is not even, or I'm sorry, NQ is not even close to it. But I think this would be a solid long here too. We're gonna retarget this external high. Probably go break even. See, this setup looks better because we actually have liquidity close to us. I'm gonna go break even here at this high. Dun, 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 dun. All right, so taking this high. Do I want to take partials here? Not really. Not really. Feeling greedy. All right, let's just let it go for a little bit more. Let's just see what happens. All right, so I'm gonna take partials right here. We have taken this high. We are inside of this gap. We are in premium. I'm gonna take 75% off here, which is fine by me. We can let the rest go. Let's let the rest go. Fuck it. Okay, so look at this setup. Could this be a setup in itself? I'd rate this setup like a B minus. Now we're still in this trade, but I'm curious to see if this would play out. The reason it's not very good is because we are very, very high in premium. It's kind of, I mean, you would have to go break even at this high, so let's see if it would work. All right, so imagine we're in this. We're in this one, but imagine you're in this. I'm break even in this one. All right, nice. So both setups would have worked. Oh, okay, you gotta actually no. I was gonna say we could have gotten an early entry because of this 2 minute right here. After this candle, I was gonna say maybe you could have put it here, right? But if you go in the 1 minute at this time, we're still inside of this 1 minute, so we don't have all times candle closures. Man, I am wired right now. I really wish market was open because I'm wired. It is 6:17 a.m. But that's pretty cool that both setups would have worked on that. I want to take a quick photo for the gram. Everybody go follow the gram. My phone is somewhere. We can just take like a we'll just take like a snipping tool thing of it, you know. Whatever this thing's called, whatever Microsoft screenshot's called. Dun, 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 dun. All right, what should we name it? We should name it 2 setups in 1. All right, so I kind of want to go, this day is pretty interesting. I kind of want to go over my checklist for this, so let's go over that. It would have been nicer if we had an SMT here, but what I do like about this is that we take this low and immediately after we inverse this, right? That's very, very important that we sweep liquidity and immediately inverse after, right? I don't want it to be like this where it's like, where's my brush? I don't want it to be like, okay, well, actually, I don't even need to brush it. Just imagine that this wick right here stayed, right? And then that this wick never came down and took this low, right? Let's just say it just came down and then it came up, right? Like without taking this low, it's less of a, it, let's see, what's the word I'm looking for? It reduces the quality of the setup because we're not really like sweeping anything. I mean, you could say we are delivering out of a higher time frame gap here, but we aren't really. It's not a nice immediate recovery right after sweeping liquidity. Now, what? Now let's talk about this setup. Or actually, no. Let's talk about why did I so perfectly take profit right here, right? It's because number one, or no, I didn't. I took profit here. It wasn't right here. I took profit, or I took 75% off here. Well, number one, we there is this 30-second gap. We souped inside the gap, which means we are sweeping a high while tapping into a fair value gap, which is a very high sign, or it's something that I look at as, oh, price may reverse here. Just depending on the factors, of all the elements, of this situation. But yeah, that's pretty fire how I took it off right there. I don't know if you guys have watched my last video, the one where I was up at 6 a.m. It was actually, so it was 24 hours ago. I remember I took a long similar to this one, and I actually got out. It kind of looked like this, and we were targeting. I remember there was stacked highs, so it was like, let's just say there was this high. We also had like a high right here, and then a high right here. So there was like, it was nice trendline liquidity that we were targeting. And I noticed that it kind of had the same situation here where it had a gap right here, but the only difference is we built up a ton of low resistance lows right here, which it didn't move as smooth as this. It came up nice and quickly on this one, but not on that other one. The other one, it kind of chilled around this area right as it was coming up, or it didn't chill around the area, but as it was coming up, it was engineering lows, right? Retail traders put their stops there. So what price did, it kind of did the similar situation in here to where it came up. We were in premium, those highs right here. We disregarded price disregarded those highs. We delivered out of this gap, and we immediately, I remember it was like 3 candles, right? So it inversed the gap. I think one candle maybe like came back up in my drawdown, and then it immediately shot down like a Drake dick pic candle, came down, shot down, sweeping all those lows. And I remember on the video, I was like, oh, it was kind of like this where it was the gap right here. So imagine this right here, and then after that we have low resistance lows here, kind of like that, like chopped up here. I remember it came down. I was like, oh, I kind of want to get out here. I don't really think price is gonna come down and take this low, but it did. So I was wrong. But it worked out in our favor because we banged on it. Now let's look at this setup. This setup is cool. Setup's cool. It's whatever. The only thing about the two things that make this setup kind of less light bulb for me is we have these relative equals here. It's kind of uncomfortable longing with relative equals below you, right? So I'm kind of curious to see if we made an SMT. No, we didn't. No, we didn't. So mm, mm, mm. Dun, dun, dun. But we didn't. So yeah, and that's reason number one why this setup, this one right here, what isn't as good. But the second and most important reason to me is that we are so high in premium. And you might be asking, Bennett, why are you so quick to go break even on here, right? Like, why don't you just hold it, let it go in your drawing, whatever, whatever. Because if I'm taking a trade this high up in premium, like let's go into the external range, bro. Well, I mean, we can't really do it now, but if you took your fib, drew it from here to here, this is the external range, why would I want to be taking a long anywhere above the 0.5, right? It just doesn't really make that much sense. But in this case, it gave us a solid entry, or I guess a safe entry to where I can manage risk effectively and go break even at this internal high, even while being so high in premium. And plus the momentum's really good, but I don't like counting that. Man, how long was that explanation? I am tripping right now, y'all. I have not slept in 40, 43 hours, I believe. Um, so yeah, mine's all over the place. Honestly, I'm just gonna end the video here. I'll probably just record another one right after this. I noticed that my last video was 30 minutes long. Nobody wants to watch that shit, for the you know, it's kind of for the dopamine brains. But yeah, I'll stop that here. I hope this explanation helped you if you're wanting to learn ICT analytical analysis. Praise God. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.